Geronimo Stilton serves up Geronimo, Part 1. Chapter 1. Have I ever given you bad advice? Blue skies, sandy beaches. I was dreaming of taking a vacation. Yes, I needed to escape the rat race. I had been working so hard running the newspaper. Oops, how rude. I almost forgot to introduce myself. My name is Stilton, Geronimo Stilton. I am the publisher of the Rodents Gazette. It's the most popular paper on Mouse Island. I love running the paper, but it is a lot of work, and all work and no play can make a mouse very cranky. At least that's what my great uncle Happy Paws used to tell me. Anyway, one morning I passed by some travel agencies on my way to the office. The pictures in the window looked so relaxing, palm trees, cheese bars by the pool. I sighed. Yes, it was time to take a break. I pushed open the door to kick up your paws. It's one of the best known travel agencies in New Mouse City. But before I could step inside, someone pulled my tail. Why, hello there, cousinkins, a voice screeched in my ears. Going on vacation? Rats, it was my obnoxious cousin Trap. Now I definitely needed to get away. That mouse can really get under my fur. Today must be your lucky day, Geronimoid, my cousin smirked. I know exactly the right agency for you. He put his paws on my shoulder. Have I ever given you bad advice? I chewed my whiskers. One thing you should know about Trap. He is the most untrustworthy mouse on the block. Chapter 2. Trust me, you like it. 2 seconds later, my cousin whipped out his cell phone. Smoothie, Trap here. How's it squeaking? He shouted into the receiver. Scrape the cheese out of your ears, my friend. I'm bringing over my cousin Geronimo Stilton. He's looking for a little vacation. He paused to pick his nose, then continued. No, he's nothing like me, Smoothie. He chuckled. He's not into anything exciting. No shark fishing, no rock climbing. He's a total scaredy mouse. Yeah, a real tail twirler. You know the type. He needs a little old lady vacation. Nothing more dangerous than some sunburned fur. Haha, but he's got lots of money. So don't worry about the dough. The sky's the limit with this one. He switched off his phone and started to scamper away. I could not believe the nerve of my cousin. How dare he? I ran after him. I was fuming. Are you nuts? I cried. First of all, I'm not a scaredy mouse, and second of all, I'm not made of money. Trap rolled his ears. Well, isn't that just like you, Jermister? He muttered. Such a penny pincher and so ungrateful. I was about to tell him I didn't need his help when I realized he'd stopped. We had arrived. We were in the dark alley far from New Mouse City's main streets, and we were standing in front of the shabbiest looking travel agency I'd ever seen. The sign above the window read, Trust me, you'll like it. Through the window, I spotted a sleazy looking rodent. His paws rested on his desk. I groaned. Something told me I wasn't gonna like it. No, I had a feeling I wasn't going to like it one bit. Chapter 3. Hello, Geratimo. The mouse snickered when we came through the door. I wondered what was so funny. Then I stared at his outfit. Now there was something to laugh about. He was dressed in a loud Hawaiian print shirt and shorts, even though it was the middle of winter. Dark sunglasses perched on his nose. A bracelet of green wooden beads dangled from his wrist. A tattoo on his right forepaw screamed, Aloha, Mousy. I was starting to feel ill. Oh, why did I think of a friend of Trap's would be normal? This one looked like he belonged in a wild rat rock band. I glanced around the room. It was packed with strange objects. They looked like souvenirs from around the world. An enormous stuffed cat's head hung on one wall. I jumped. It looked so real. I saw a bow and a case filled with arrows. A small car next to the arrows warned, Careful, poisonous arrows. I jumped again. Cheese niblets. This place was dangerous. Other cheesy souvenirs filled the office. A large papier mage Buddha mouse sat on the mantelpiece. A collection of yellow rubber ducks from the Quack Islands lined one wall. A tacky sequined singing sombrero with blinking red lights lay on the desk. This place was like a flea market filled with nothing but junk. Oh, why had I listened to my cousin? I should have gone to kick up your paws. At least their office is tastefully decorated. They even offer you a cheese snack when you walk in the door. Yes, that place was definitely more my style. Classy, sophisticated, safe. Just then, my ear piercing shriek filled the room. I jumped so high I nearly hit the ceiling. Trap snickered. See, Smoothie? He said to the sleazy looking rodent. I told you my cousin Geronimo is a scaredy mouse. I was It was then that I noticed the plastic cuckoo clock. A sickly looking bird had popped out of the clock door. It shrieked out the hour, then slid back inside. Smoothie Slick Paws took off his sunglasses and shot me a sly smile. Well, hello, Geratimo, he shrieked, even louder than the cuckoo. Your name is Geronimo, right? I shook my head. I am well, no. Actually, my name is Geronimo. Geronimo Stilton. I corrected him. He waved me over to a chair. Sit down, sit down. Geronimo, he squeaked. Don't worry about a thing. I've got your vacation all planned out. Trust me, you'll like it. He winked a trap. I wondered what that was all about. But there was no time to think about it. I had to get out of this place. I didn't want some tacky mouse planning my precious vacation. First of all, my name is Geronimo Stilton, and I'm sorry, but I've changed my mind, I began. Trap didn't let me finish. Remember, Smoothie, only the best will do for my cousin, he interrupted. He went on and on about how much money I had. Then he told Smoothie I needed to leave as soon as possible, just in case he changes his mind. Trap added, winking at his friend. Maybe you could book him a flight for tomorrow, or maybe even tonight. At this point, my head was spinning. Tomorrow, tonight, but what about my luggage? I protested. I'm very big on packaging. I like to be prepared. What if I forgot my fur brush, or my underwear, or my jumbo box of plastic bandages? Hey, you would never know. I could cut my paw on a seashell or something. Smoothie rolled his eyes. Who needs luggage, Geratimo? He laughed. All you need on one of my vacations is yourself. Trust me, you'll like it. Chapter 4. But I don't want to go. I chewed my whiskers. What was wrong with this rodent? Were his ears filled with cheese? I opened my mouth to tell him my name was Geronimo Stilton, but it was no use. The tacky cuckoo clock had started shrieking again. I guess it was broken, and Smoothie was already typing away like a mad mouse at his computer. He spouted out names and times and dates. Let's see, departure at 7:25 from Mouse Island, arrival at 10:56 at San Shabifer Island. Then there's the 3-hour transfer, he babbled. I tried to stop him, but he ignored me. His eyes were glued to the computer screen. He reminded me of my nephew Slowpoke when he's playing a video game. There's no tearing that mouse away from his games. Meanwhile, Trap began reading aloud from the brochure. Room with an ocean view, complimentary organic drink upon arrival, souvenir shop on the premises. He rattled off. This sounds incredible, cousin kids, and it says here the personalized transfer is included in the price. I was in a daze. I couldn't listen to both of them at the same time, plus my ears were still ringing from that singing sombrero. Smoothie asked me something and I nodded. I could not hear one squeak. At that moment, Smoothie flicked off his computer. He turned off the singing sombrero. Then he shook my paw. Okay, I did it, he announced. I booked you a place, Geratimo. You're flying out in 2 hours. My stomach lurched. What? I stammered. But I've decided I don't want to go. Smoothie stroked his whiskers. Sorry, Geratimo. No can do. You nodded when I asked you if you wanted to book. He explained. Now pack all your bags. It's all settled. Trap put his paw on my shoulder. Don't make me look bad, cousin, he said. You're going on a vacation and that's all there is to it. He turned to Smoothie and winked. Then they danced around the office. Something didn't seem quite right. Why was my cousin so interested in my vacation plans? I just couldn't put my paw on it. Oh well. 2 minutes later, I had my paw on something else. It was a bill for my upcoming vacation. Smoothie snickered under his sleeve. Trap chuckled behind his whiskers. I stared at the bill. A long string of numbers danced before my eyes. Instantly, I fainted. Chapter 5, Move Your Tail. When I came to, I held up the bill. Isn't this price a little expensive? I stammered. Trap shot me a look of pure pity, shaking his hand. Oh, dear mister, you're so behind the times. You really know nothing about the cost of things these days, do you? He scoffed. Tisk, tisk. Before I could object, Smoothie jumped in. If you can't afford this vacation, you should have say so, Geronimo. He added smugly, of course, I do offer rodents with financial troubles the option to pay in installments. My fur turned bright red. I was so embarrassed. I didn't want Smoothie to think I was a cheapskate. Well, of course, I can pay for this vacation, I muttered. I pulled out my checkbook, and if the place really is so beautiful and classy, naturally I can understand the expense. Trap grabbed the check from my paw. Naturally, naturally, he repeated, slapping me on the shoulder. Now move your tail, cousinkins, or you'll miss your plane. Bon voyage, Smoothie shrieked. He pushed me out of the door. I grabbed my tail before it got squashed like a pancake. 35 minutes later, I was at the airport. I was a nervous wreck. Did I mention I'm not into last minute decisions? Still, I have to admit I was a little excited. My relaxing vacation was about to begin. Before leaving, I called my sister Thea. She's the Rodents Gazette special correspondent. She would take over the newspaper while I was away. Afterward, I called my favorite nephew Benjamin. He's just a little mouselet, but he has the biggest heart I know. I love him more than all the cheese in the world. Have a great time, Uncle Geronimo, he squeaked. I can't wait to hear all about when you get back. End.